Ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco 49ers are headed to the Super Bowl. And Brock Purdy is the quarterback that's leading them. Vindication, vindicated. Let's kick it.
All right, guys, so we're going to go over my picks. We're going to go over the Chiefs and Ravens, and then we're going to go over Brock Purdy and the 49ers making it to the Super Bowl under extremely hard circumstances. That was a game, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, let's get into that Chiefs Ravens game. Kansas City, one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterbacks of my generation or of our generation, of our lifetimes. I'm hesitant because I've seen Patrick and Brady play against each other, and Brady has had Patrick's number, especially with those offenses. That Patrick's had better weapons. But the Chiefs, Mahomes, Travis Kelce, that team figuring out that Ravens defense, and Lamar Jackson trying to prove at the most inopportune time that he is an elite passing quarterback, when in reality he should have been mobile, using his legs, trying to create opportunities down the field with his legs. But that didn't happen. And to be completely honest, personally, and this is going to sound crazy, because it is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs with Travis Kelce. But I was a lot more worried about the Ravens offense against the Niners defense because of the Niners' inability to stop a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback. I'm not saying that Mahomes isn't mobile, because Mahomes elite. Mahomes is definitely on another level. But part of the reason why the Niners chose to bring in Steve Wilkes was because of the fact that Mahomes would tear up our secondary. Like, he would destroy it. And I believe the last three times, out of the last three, including the Super Bowl, the last three times the Niners have faced the Chiefs have owned the Niners. The Super Bowl, we were dominating, and then we saw what happened. And then the last time, it was just not competitive. And it was Mahomes throwing it all over the place, and that's part of the reason why I believe they went for Steve Wilkes. I don't believe Mahomes is going to be able to, and granted, our secondary can definitely be had, but I think it's been a lot better than a lot of people want to give it credit. I believe in Ambry Thomas. Ambry Thomas is definitely underrated. Diamador Lenore, he didn't have the best showing last game, but that second half, that entire defense stepped the fuck up, and they're going into the Super Bowl. Guys, like, you got to think about it. This is, if there was ever a real rivalry for Patrick Mahomes, or potential to be a rivalry, it'd be Kansas City versus the San Francisco 49ers. Niners have been talked about. The issue that, like, now we've had them in the last 4 years. We had a repeat Super Bowl of the Niners versus the Chiefs. Part 1 went the Chiefs' way. Part 2, I know it's going to go the Niners' way. The reason why I know it's going to go the Niners' way is because we haven't had a quarterback like Brock Purdy. I feel vindicated because literally in the last episode, I was going off on a tangent how Jared Goff was not in the same stratosphere or should ever be mentioned in the same phrases as Brock Purdy. And clearly I was proven right, because when going got tough and tough got going, Brock started to cook. Brock became the crock-pot Purdy, like I've been calling him. Brock started to rock him, sock him, and boom, finished him off Purdy. And that's all I got to say about that one right now, real quickly. But yeah, no, the Chiefs have had our number. The players on our team have gotten their ass kicked by the Kansas City Chiefs nonstop. Uh, the last three occasions since 2018, the Chiefs dominated against us with Alex Smith. They beat us in the Super Bowl. Then, yeah, they beat us in the Super Bowl when we were dominating, and then last year they kicked our ass 44 to like 24, I think. Now that wasn't pleasant. Um, and having Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, we invested a lot of money. Those guys have to show up. Those guys are gonna show up at the Super Bowl. Um, and Brock Purdy, guys, literally, when everybody counted Mystery Relevant out, was able to come back. And now transitioning to that game, guys, did you? Oof, I posted on my Facebook page unwavering faith in this team. Legend, it was. Let me actually. I think it was, and I quote: "Legends are made in the second half. Unwavering faith in my team. Unwavering faith. I knew we were down. I wasn't stressing. I was not stressing. Everybody made like everybody. I guarantee you, everybody, and you guys. Yeah, was I frustrated? Of course, I was fucking frustrated. But did I ever doubt that we were gonna win? No, I didn't fucking doubt that we were gonna win. Like I don't. I saw something in Brock the game against the Packers that I hadn't seen in a Niners quarterback before. And then being down 20, what was it, 24 to 7? 17 points going into halftime. Um, I think Jimmy was able to do it once in the regular season with Kyle, but in the playoffs, that's a different monster, guys. That's when the pressure's on and you lose that game, you go home. And Brock, he didn't stutter. He was in the zone, and that was one of the gripes that I had during the regular season. Don't ever bow your head. Don't do that. Don't give up. Because you know you are him. You are special. I believe you are special. And guys, that game, if there was any doubt, people are gonna say, this is the thing about Brock Purdy, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Purdy is special because Brock Purdy can overcome Kyle's faulty play calling. Just like Patrick Mahomes could overcome Andy Reid's faulty play calling. That's why Andy Reid, up until Andy Reid got Patty, Andy had never won a Super Bowl. He had Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, he had Alex Smith. He had gotten to the championship game. I think he had even gotten to the Super Bowl, but he lost the Super Bowl against, I believe, Tom Brady in the Patriots that year. Guys, literally having a special quarterback like Patrick Mahomes has enabled Andy Reid to be the legendary head coach that he is today. That partnership, that special unity, that knowing that okay, maybe my head coach has play calling deficiencies at times or time management deficiencies, but knowing that your quarterback can bail you out, that is something Brock Purdy is. That is the person Brock Purdy is. That is who he's shown to be when the going gets tough in the playoffs, not just this year, but the last year before he got hurt. And I feel so vindicated because I was just ranting. I was going off. I was so irritated at the disrespect shown to my guy Brock Purdy. And to do this on episode 10, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So, and this is just like I'm a superstitious person. Episode numbers 10, 11, 12, 13. Those are all my favorite numbers. And right now we're entering 10 is my utmost favorite number because that I was born on 10/10. Um, the Giants won the World Series in 2010. There's a lot of like good correlations with that. So I knew that I was gonna put out episode 10 celebrating the Niners making to the Super Bowl, but I didn't realize that I was gonna be celebrating the Niners going to the Super Bowl being vindicated by Brock Purdy with that performance. And yeah, like guys, like Dude, he looked like Lamar Jackson scrambling. I had it. He was sacked. Oh my god, oh my god. You guys know what play I was talking about. That completion to Juice Check on, I think in the third quarter or third or fourth quarter, when they were driving. I think it was. I forget if they were. I think they were up 27 to 30, 24 at that point. And they had corralled him. They were gonna sack him, and he somehow managed to escape and throw it and run up the pocket. Guys, I Kyle, the biggest mistake we did last Super Bowl was not run the ball when we were killing them with the rush. We have CMC, we have a special quarterback in Brock, and you've seen it. Like now, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that Brock Purdy is the franchise quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers going into the future. 26 career starts. 26 career starts. Hasn't even played a full 2 seasons, which in the past would have been 32 games. In today's NFL is 34 games. 26 games, 2 NFC Championship games, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Legends are made in the second half of big playoff games, and Brock Purdy has done that. And I can go on and on and on and rant about how Brock Purdy's leadership, how Brock Purdy's faith, all because guys, like, come on. As much as I love Jimmy, because I was a huge Jimmy G supporter, I believed in Jimmy more than I believed in Trey Lance. I believed that Jimmy was going to be able to eventually get us over the hump. But if we were going to move off of Jimmy G, we needed to move off somebody that was proven to be better. And that wasn't going to be Trey Lance from all of the reports, from all the accounts that I had heard coming from camp, coming from all the reporters that were at camp, coming from even the likes of Joe and Steve, because there were quotes from those guys saying, hey, like, Trey Lance might not be him. And then getting a guy like Brock Purdy and doing oh my God, that's my quarterback. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I got emotional when I saw him. And this is before we came back. This is before we had to leave. This is when we were down 24-10. And I saw Brock Purdy scramble in one of and I'm like, that's my fucking quarterback. He's gonna like I knew it. I had said at halftime my unwavering faith, but when I saw him make that drive, I'm like, he's going to fucking do it. He's gonna fucking do it. And he fucking did it. And guys, oh my God. I don't know what to say. We're going into the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Patrick Mahomes this run, that mystique." Yes, there is that mystique. Yes, there is that respect. Yes, they're the reigning, defending NFL Super Bowl champions of the world. That's who we're facing. And in order to become the champions, in order to be the best, we have to beat the best. And I wouldn't want it any other way. Mr. Irrelevant to Super Bowl champion MVP, that's definitely a possibility. That is definitely a possibility. There's a reason why the Niners are favored. Vegas, yes, yeah, like it's a pick'em game, guys. It's definitely a pick'em game. Don't take my word. Pick whoever you want to pick. Be smart. Don't wager your houses. Like, I'm not wagering my entire life savings on it. I'll make like a 5, 10, 15, $20 pizza bet on the game here and there with statistics and all that. But I have unwavering I was worried about the Baltimore Ravens because the Baltimore Ravens, our inability to stop the run and our inability to stop a mobile quarterback is our biggest weakness. We have a bone to pick with Kansas City, just like we had a bone to pick with the Eagles. And these opportunities, they don't come that often, guys. Credit due to Detroit. Yeah, Detroit, what's it called? Dan Campbell should have kicked the field goal. And actually, can we talk about that? Like, back-to-back weeks, Jake Moody, I said, can I rely on Jake Moody to kick a field goal? Boy, credit to where it's due. After that, Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's big game jitters that he gets at the beginning of the game, and then he eases in, and it's like, oh, you know what? It's just a kick. I got this. But yo, Jake, get it, boy. You need to get it together, dog. Because I need you. We're gonna need you in the Super Bowl, Jake. We're gonna need you in the Super Bowl. This is a pick'em game. This is gonna come down to an extra point, a field goal, and this is gonna come down to you, Jake Moody. Know this. And know this, I'm putting all the pressure on you right now. And I know you may not hear this because this is a small podcast, but I hope somebody somewhere communicates it to you that every kick that you should be taking should be like in the mindset that this is the kick to win the Super Bowl from here on out until you get to the Super Bowl. And you have to kick field goals. Because, Jake, we're going to need you. Like, go, I don't, dude. We are gonna need you, Jake. I'm telling you right now. Because guys, that game, that we I knew we were gonna go down 14-0. I texted my little brother, and he'll be back with me in one of the next episodes, and he'll even be able to confirm it with you guys. I texted him, I'm like, we're gonna go like after Jake Moody missed that field goal. I'm like, we're gonna go down 14-0, and Brock Purdy is gonna have the game of his career, and we're gonna make the Super Bowl. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Like first quarter, I saw it all happening. I saw it all happening. And this is also another thing about my picks that I'm actually irritated about now that I have your attention really quickly. I'm pissed the fuck off because I literally told you in the episode I want to take the Chiefs to upset, take the Chiefs and the points, cover, hedge your bets or whatever. And what does my fucking dumbass do? What does my fucking stupid ass do? I overthink it. I overthink it. Even when I'm sick, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And like that's something that irritates the fuck out of me. Like I shouldn't and guys, don't ever doubt yourselves. If you know what's right and don't just do it confidently. That's why when I'm coming here and talking to you about the Niners today, talking to you about Brock Purdy, yeah, the intro, you saw how hyped I am about the Niners making the Super Bowl, how hyped I am about Brock Purdy showing and vindicating my predictions. But I'm calm. I'm calm because I know what I'm talking about, because I actually look at these games, because I break down these games, because I know I shouldn't doubt Patrick Mahomes. What the fuck was I doing thinking like, oh, over analyzing. Those other guys, they didn't fucking matter. Yeah, and this is also another thing. I need to chill out with a lot of the national media shit because at the end of the day, I can't let those guys affect my mood and my picks because I knew deep down inside before the national media pissed me off, I knew those games were going to be close. I knew those games, the games that the Niners were going to have against the Packers and Detroit were going to be close games that Detroit and the Packers were probably going to cover. But because I don't want people to think that I don't buy into my team, that I don't believe in my team, I took my team to take the points. But genuinely, guys, the smart bet would have been to take the other team to cover and take the Niners on the money line because I'm never gonna bet against my Niners. My Niners are my Niners, and that's why I don't like betting. I don't like betting on. Don't ever bet on teams that you love. Bet on neutral teams that you have no rooting interests for. That's the only way you're gonna make money because you're not gonna be blinded by love. In this case, in this scenario, because I've literally looked at the entirety of the season, I've looked at how our secondary has improved uh over the year based on where we've been in the past and where we are today. I can tell you with the calm expression that I'm more confident about facing the Kansas City Chiefs, where we have a bone to pick, where we're gonna get up, where we know what this game means, because this game means more to us than it does to them, because they already got 2 rings and they're fat cats. They were trying to get their dynasty, and we're gonna prevent it, because we were one of the last dynasties. We were before the Patriots, before the Cowboys. The Niners were the dynasty, and we're gonna end their dynasty before they even get to the 3. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna our dynasty is gonna start. What was it that I said? The Kansas City Chiefs dynasty shall end by the hand of those who started it, but this time we have the right soldier leading the way, the right general leading the way. Because Brock Purdy is special. And yeah, guys, this is gonna be a short episode. It's not really a recap. It's more of a take, I guess, on just how I'm feeling about the Niners making it to the Super Bowl. I did give you a brief recap on the Chiefs figuring out the Ravens in that puzzle, but yeah, you guys never doubt Patrick Mahomes. And yeah, I'm telling you right now, take the 49ers against the Chiefs, but never doubt Patrick Mahomes, at least against the AFC. The reason against the AFC. The reason why I think in the NFC, like, we really got a real chance is because Patrick's never faced Brock in a head-to-head competition. Granted, the quarterbacks never play each other. It's our quarterback against their defense and their quarterback against our defense. And our defense is they're fucking due. God damn it, they need God. Please, guys, just show up. Just show up. Please, just show up in the first half. I don't want a shootout. I just need you guys to just show up. Sorry, that's just my gripe with my D. And they need to show up against Patrick Mahomes. But yo, Tom Brady undefeated against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Brock Purdy beat Tom Brady. Brock Purdy's undefeated against Tom Brady in head-to-head competition. Transition. What is it? Whatever the fuck it's called, but that like transferring property or whatever, physics. Boom. I believe in that. I have to believe in that. I have to, because Brock Purdy has, dude, honestly, I don't even have to believe. Brock Purdy's fucking shown it. Like, these last 2 games, he's shown it. All the fucking national media, all the haters, he did it without Debo. He did it with the fucking 17-point deficit. He did it all. He didn't go home. He's in the biggest game of the year. Against arguably the greatest player ever. What's the headline going to be when Brock Purdy defeats Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl? From Mr. Irrelevant to Super Bowl MVP to extremely relevant. It's going to be amazing. Moving on to empowering with positivity. Never stop believing in yourself, because self-belief and taking the first step to change the outcome of circumstances goes a very long way. If you feel like doing something, don't wait, just do it. And if you can't fully do that activity or fully accomplish that goal, take the first step in trying to attempt to build towards that goal. Even if it ultimately fails, you will always feel much better knowing that you tried and you gained an experience and you gained the knowledge from it. Because only that way will you grow into what you want to do and be ultimately. Guys, there's a lot of things that I'm working on, and I'm just excited about it. And I'm following that advice personally. I'm doing that personally. I'm like I can reference it to football and playoffs and Brock Purdy and how the Niners are overcoming and how they did all of that. But this is just this is something that I'm personally doing myself in my life. Because I'm trying to improve circumstances. I'm trying to grow something amazing this year, not just for myself, for my family, for the future. And it's just an incredible feeling. Hopefully I'll be able to share some more on these things as soon as there's something more to share. But don't talk about it. Do it. And once you do that, guys, God, things are going to be amazing. God is behind you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Just in the darkest days, you can be the light, and you are the light. You're all the light. Stay bright, okay? Shout out to A&A Radio. Me and my buddy Alex we filmed our second episode today. We're editing. I'll probably drop that soon here in this next week. Check that content out. Me and him we're gonna be announcing some stuff coming up as well. Alex P8, my little brother, if you guys want to buy real estate in the Northern California area, Peninsula area, hit him up. I'll put his contact info here in the graphic soon, or right now probably, while I'm talking. Yeah, just hit him up. He's always happy to help. He's kind of like my unofficial co-host, partner in crime. And yeah, these episodes are definitely longer when it's two people. And I just love doing it with him because it's cool. it's cool. And it's really a great time. I don't know, like if you guys are family oriented, spending time with your brother, sister, mom, dad, it's important. And getting to do that with my little brother, it really means the world to me. So yeah, doing that with him. And guys, stay tuned for the next episode. I appreciate you guys for watching. Never ever stop believing in yourselves. You guys just watched. Oh, guys, also before I forget, please like, subscribe, comment on the video. Share this with your moms, dads, aunts, uncles, stepfathers, stepsisters, stepmothers, step-whatevers, dogs, cats, horses, cows, whatever you want. Share, comment, like, subscribe. Hopefully you're enjoying this content. Hopefully you're making money with my picks because I have a winning record. I believe my lifetime, you'll see what my lifetime is when in that segment from earlier. But yeah, hopefully you're making money with my picks. If you are into sports, follow for sports takes. If you're not into sports, just follow for my brief empowering and positivity segment where I try to motivate you guys with some inspirational life advice or just general life advice. And yeah, guys, you just watched the latest episode of Anyone from the End Zone. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying this content and you'll be coming back for more. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And remember, Purdy. All right, guys, late.